Now the Guru is saying one thing and disciple is saying another. This is not Guru Parampara. It is not Ekayana Panta. It is Bhagavayana Panta. Those who are following the Nyaya school of logic, they are called Bhavyana Panta. If the Guru says something, his disciple may want to establish something else, using 100 arguments. This is called Tarkavad. The Guru established the thing and the disciple confutes it and establish another. But our line is called Ekayana Panta. The something that was taught in the past is repeated as it is today. So there is nothing to consider with our brain or our efforts for reaching the Lord. The truth is already established. We just have to follow our Guru, and if he has a link with previous Guru, this knowledge will come through him. If not, it will not come. If not, it will not come. It will stop there. This is the only process. There is no other process. You may want to know higher subject, and you may know them, but it will give you no benefit. You will know justice to your progress. You will do no justice to your progress. The real justice is to think how to proceed on this path and come to that marginal line. You should come to the margin between Brahmaloka and Vaikuntha. Only at that stage can you discuss about rasa. If you have got that taste, it will be automatically exposed, then you will understand. Now, this is not a topic that we should discuss. That's why you don't find such discourse anywhere. Though in the Bhagavatam everything is disclosed, not everyone is able to discuss it because they are not intelligent enough to understand it. According to our understanding capacity, the Guru must teach us, and if we obey, his blessing will bring us higher, and he will teach us higher subject. But this is not the case for a beginner, and we are all beginners. If we are devotees from 20 years, we are still fighting amongst ourselves. We don't find anybody who is actually performing bhajan. Everybody has different opinions, and therefore he is independent. There is no unity, and don't trail for purity. Asatsanga tyage Vaishnavachar. Vaishnavas should give up asatsanga. What is asatsanga? One who has no moral character, no proper conduct, who is not following the path strictly, is called asat. Therefore we must to give up that asatsanga. But we are all asat. We misuse our independence and we fight with each other thinking that he is not on the path, I am on the path. But actually none of us are on the path. This preliminary question must be solved first. Why are you going here and there? Because you have doubts. Why have you got doubts? Because there must be a lack in your bhajan. If we perform bhajan properly, all our doubts will be cleared, because Bhagavan is in you. What is the difference between Nama and Nami? We say Nama Nami Abheda. There is no difference between Nama and Nami. But what is Nami? He is Parabrahma. What is Nam? He is Shabda Brahma. Both are Krishna. If you say the word Krishna, he is Shabda Brahma. If you worship the deity of Krishna, he is Parabrahma. But we are not able to control ourselves, and we have no determination that we want to come to the point to see Parabrahma and Shabda Brahma as one. Rather, we are thinking always if one is Kanishtadikari or Madhyamadikari or Uttamadikari. We are discussing about these matters, but this should not be discussed. Everybody wants to be superior to others. Nobody wants to be inferior. Nobody. But Mahaprabhu is saying, Gopi Bhratu Pada Kamalayor Dasa 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 Nudasa. I am not the servant of Gopinatha, but the servant of Gopinatha's servant's servant. I am the last person standing on the last step. There is so many dasas standing on the upper steps. His identification is that. He never say, I am Bhagavat Das. Who are the Bhagavat Dasas? They are Nityananda, Advaita or Shrivas. To consider yourself a direct Bhagavat Das is called Ahangraha Upasak. No, you cannot be a direct devotee of the Lord. The Nitya associates are already there. You cannot occupy their place, nor can you occupy even their direct servant position. You can be only the last servant of all the servants. That's why we are saying Trinada Pi Sunichana. Be always helpless, be always small, insignificant. Only then you will get the chance to come up. This is Jiva Swarup. Jivara Swarupa Hoy, Krishnara Nitya Das. The Jiva is the always servant of Bhagavan. But what is his intrinsic nature? It cannot be understood by you. Some say that the Jiva is like lightning. Some say Bhala Bhagra Shatha Bhagasya, that his size is a 1/10,000th part of the type of the hair. But because we are still on the material plane, we cannot realize. Mahaprabhu explained this to Sanatana Goswami because he was great devotee. He never spoke about it with Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya because Mahaprabhu considered that he was not ready to discuss with him. However, he spoke with Sanatana Goswami because both Guru and Shishya were on the same plane. Guru and disciple must be on the same plane. The Paramahamsa never speaks the higher knowledge to a gathering of thousands of people. He will speak only to one student, one speaker, and one listener. So, our first duty is to understand how to do bhajan. But my mind is never fixed. It is always wavering. It is quicker than lightning. How can I control it? It is not easy to control the mind. There is no solution to that problem. Nobody can say, this is the way, go and control your mind. One should have concentration and understanding. He must be a philosopher, so he can understand the subject. Sarve mano nigraha lakshihananta. Not everyone is able to understand that unless the mind is controlled. You cannot even cook or cannot hear or read. You cannot be a student because whatever the teacher will say you will not understand because your mind will be roaming. So, in whatever department you will go, you must control your mind. Because without controlling it, you cannot do anything. But how to control it? This is the problem. There were some rats who wanted to control a cat who was always chasing them. They were discussing among themselves, "Oh, this cat is always coming without making any noise, and therefore is killing so many of us. What can we do to solve this problem?" Then one of them said, "You tie a bell on his neck. Then we will hear when he is coming." Yes, but who will tie it? Whoever will do will be eaten first. So nobody came forward. This is our position. Everybody wants to control the mind, but we have to be very sincere and serious in thinking how to do it. If you control the mind, all problems will be automatically solved. All problems. Nayam jano me sukha dukkha hatur. The Avanti Brahmana said, "These people are not the cause of my happiness or unhappiness. They are not my friends nor my enemy. They are all independent creatures. So, whom can I blame? I must blame myself because I am the one who is doing wrong. When I keep quiet, they abuse me, they kick me. In spite of this, I am tolerating it. But even if I endure it, they will telling me, 'Rascal, you have no mouth. Why don't you speak?' And they are slapping me. So what can I do? Why I am in this situation? It because of my karma? No. My Atma? No. Kala? No. Only the mind is the problem. Because if the mind thinks, 'All right, please endure these difficulties,' then I will endure this. But if my mind thinks, 'When you were multimillionaire, these people used to come to you to beg for money and you were lending it to them, but now the same people are abusing you. They are kicking you. They have taken away all your properties.' What is this? The mind is revolting. Then what will be the reaction? The mind will want to take action against them, but now this Brahmana has not any more money. If he had money, he could have put all them in jail. However, without money, he has to tolerate the situation. Now he thinks, 'I have to ask my mind to maintain peace and happiness.' Who is the Sthitta Prajna? So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna say, 'Dukkeshu anudvignamanaha, sukheshu vigatas prihaha, vittaraga bhaya krodha stithadir muniruchyate.' Who is the Sthitta Prajna? He is the one who never weeps or cry for loss. He never wants to be happy, neither has attachment for anything in this world. If somebody is attached to something, he will fear for its loss. If he will lose it, he will weep for it. Therefore, dukkham, bhaya, moham are present in this material world. Is there anybody who can say that he is not under them? If you give up fear, you will be happy. Only the devotees can be happy because he knows that Krishna is giving and Krishna is taking away. If we don't get food morning and evening, if we don't get that for which we weep, we will suffer, we will feel pain. If some dog comes and bites you, you may think, 'Why he has bite me? I have done no harm to him.' But this is nature of function. Even if you don't harm anybody, somebody will harm you, and you cannot have justice even from the court. This story was spoken in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th canto, chapter 23. So, you see what is Paramahamsa vision. Guru Maharaj, he spoke in that way because he have clear vision of this material world. What is going on? You know, mind is main problem. And we suffer because of mind. And function of mind is sankalpa vikalpa. Accepting, rejecting. It is really like politics. Politics, what is function of politics? Politics means to make one party and another party, then make some interaction between them. What is favorable, what is unfavorable, he is good for me or not good for me. If he's not good for me, I have to attack him, and so on. So our mind is working in that way. What is good, he accepting. Like Guru Maharaj say, if you have money, you are good. If you have no money, then same people are abusing you and make something. So things are going on naturally. But main problem is mind. So this is fact of this material world. This is present things. And what is our problem? That problem. Because we are controlled by the mind. And mind makes soul to be aware from Krishna. Mind make this aversion, and mind make this projection. I am person. I have to experience this material world. This belongs to me. This belongs to my family, my tradition, and all these things. I have to experience this. So he is king of senses. He controlling all these senses. But Guru Maharaj say how to solve the problem. Problem can be only solved by surrender. When we surrender to Supreme Lord, he can control the mind. And he actually enter in our limbs. Guru Maharaj say, then Krishna enter in your limbs and he controlling everything. We are not Ishwaras, we are not controller. How we can control it is impossible. But we have to attract this mercy of Supreme Lord. And this is only possible through the Sharanagati. We have to make some endeavor. Artificially, nobody could control mind. No one. By the submission, by the Sharanagati, we can come on that level. When one is really surrendered, then he attracts so much mercy of Gurudev. So much mercy. So there is no need any other qualification. There Gurudev never see who is qualified more or less, who is rich, who is poor, who is this or that. Only see how much you surrender. If you are surrendered, then really attracting the mercy of Gurudev. When you get mercy of Gurudev, 100% you get mercy of Bhagavan. 100%. Then Gurudev give full kripa and we become able to surrender. Otherwise, artificially, we cannot bribe anyone. We cannot bribe Gurudev, we cannot bribe Krishna. We cannot control the mind. We cannot do nothing, only helpless and going from part to part, like Guru Maharaj say. We want to know everything and we think by the knowledge we will get all these things. But actually we can get only by surrendering. And this is point of everything, like we spoke in the beginning, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he appeared to teach Sharanagati. This is main things what he came to teach, Shikaya Sharanagati. Why? Because this is way how to approach the Krishna. If there no Sharanagati, there no Trinada Pisunichana, there we cannot understand what means Trinada Pisunichana. And if you not see anyone superior of us, what will be feeling of Trinadapi in the heart? If we see everyone is inferior and less qualified than we can control things, then where is Trinadapi? So really there is danger. But by the mercy of Gurudev, by the mercy of Vaishnava, this feeling can appear in the heart. When that feeling appears, then we have some chance. We have the chance. So, Shastras and Shastra Darshan, they are two different things. Anyone who is highly qualified, he can remember Shastras, he can read, he can study, he can repeat and everything. So, but doesn't mean that he got Krishna. But when one is surrendered, then his really meaning of Shastras is revealed in the heart. I heard once from Śrī-Guru-Vāṇī Maharaj. Śrī-Guru Maharaj, he told, although Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta, his Gurudev, our Param Gurudev, he did not allow in math to read some high-level scriptures. He never allowed to them. Even he not sometime allowed to go through the Bhagavad Gita too much. Only essential things. Then Śrī-Guru Maharaj told, I went in the Eka Chakra. In the Eka Chakra, he started to follow example of his Gurudev to chant 3 lakh names per day. So he told, when I started to chant 3 lakhs name in day, I could feel that in my heart this meaning of all these Shastras automatically revealed. I never touched that scriptures. I never studied them. I never. But when I opened once moment that scriptures, I could feel that already is in my heart, all this meaning. So this is Shastra Darshan. This is some revealed knowledge. It is not studying. It is not, how to say, catched by our strength. Is there? It is revealed. And Guru Maharaj also told many times, you want to know everything from top to bottom, you want to know everything catched by the mind, but you never want to surrender. You're going now here, or he is speaking nicely, you are not satisfied, then to go another, then you go to another, and going in different places, never surrender. So what will be our hope? We want to know everything, but we don't want to surrender. So how to manage all these things? Really, if we become fortunate to get this concept in the heart, only this is my hope, surrender. Only my hope is really to be dust on feet of my Guru Maharaj. But this have to come really from the heart, and to pray sincerely and honestly to attain that. When this feeling appear in the heart, all things will be much more easy to conquer. Because they will conquer, they will open door in the spiritual realm. We cannot do ourselves, really. And there is so much sweetness. It is not bitter, it is so sweet. When we sing in Shri Guru Charana Padma, this song is full of nectar. It's so beautiful. There was even given so many examples when Gurudev serving, when disciples serving lotus feet of Guru Maharaj. He taking same nectar like bumblebee or honeybee is taking from the lotus flower, same nectar. So from lotus feet of Gurudev is coming so much nectar. It is not I am surrendered to him and I am become slave without any feeling out, any emotion, just like slave. It's not like that. This sweetness make us to become slave. This sweetness taking us in depth of this exchange. So must be nectar. If we will not feel nectar to surrender to Gurudev, if we really not have such love and affection for Gurudev and this dedication and everything, then is little problem. But if we have, there is no restriction, there is no troubles anymore. Yes, somebody want to say something? You're all... Yes, Mataji.
Actually, when you spoke about Vaishnava humility, I remember that Maharaj explained like why Vaishnavas are so naturally humble. And he explained it in a way that normally when it depends with what or whom we associate. Like when we stand next to the big mountain, we naturally feel very small and insignificant. And when we stand above some ant or some insect, then naturally we feel really like big and great. And because Vaishnavas are associating with something which is much, much higher than them, much bigger than them, they naturally feel humble. It's not like artificial feeling, it's just coming.
Yes,
So I really like that.
Exactly. Also, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he told how he wrote the Sharanagati and how he expressed all these, how to say, point in the Sharanagati. We know, we have heard, Sharanagati songs and everything. But how he was feel so small? Because he came in the touch, he was constantly in the touch with Supreme Lord, who has unlimited power, unlimited. And like Malati told, when you come in front of 1 billionaire, if you have 100 euros, what you can show to him? Which kind of strength we can show in front of an extremely strong personality. But in the association of Gurudev and high-class Vaishnava, who can speak in front of Gurudev? Who can speak in front of one high-class Vaishnava? You become speechless because you know it is not in my hand. I cannot control anything. If Gurudev make me to speak, I can speak. But by own my strength, I cannot do nothing. It is very strong feeling. Very strong feeling. And even, how to say, those who is completely unqualified, by the mercy of Gurudev, they can do many things. Because Gurudev used them. Mukkam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim. We are repeating this constantly. But this is fact. Even if is someone completely unqualified, but he surrendered, and he have full faith in Gurudev, and he serving sincerely and honestly Gurudev, Gurudev make him to speak whatever is necessary. So this is point. Point is really to become, how to say, on that platform that I belongs to Guru, I belongs to Krishna. I not belongs to this material world. And if we have this realization, then we're not running anywhere. And we not need anything else. Only this. I want this Sangha for any cost. I don't want to lose this Sangha for cheap things. So one who is really sincere, he never make risk. He never make risk, okay, I can do something else and again I will come to Gurudev. Yes, Maharaj, we stop here. But he never, he won't, okay. But sincere disciple, he never want to lose that opportunity. Because to get mercy of Gurudev and to have association of Gurudev is not happen everywhere in any lifetime. After so many lifetimes, we attain that association. So those who are very sincere, he don't play with that things. He knows. And automatically he feel, like you say, humble when he is in that association. Something more? Arjun Prabhu. Yes. And this Guru Maharaj, he spoke so beautifully. Actually, I don't want to make this harmony of that. It is so harmonious, like beautiful poem. But here is also maybe one things from Param Gurudev Srila Prabhupada. What does a spiritual master give to surrender soul? So, the spiritual master gives a surrendered soul the spiritual name. The spiritual master is non-different from the spiritual Lord and personifies devotional service. We should never disregard the spiritual master or consider him an ordinary human being. If we disregard the spiritual master, we commit a grave offense. Similarly, there is no difference between the transcendental sound vibration and the transcendental Lord. Krishna's holy name and Krishna himself are non-different. The holy name is not a product of the material world. The holy name is not an object of our vision. Rather, he is the seer. Only a bona fide spiritual master who is dear to Krishna can bestow Krishna on others. Krishna Katha should be heard only from the Vaishnava spiritual master. No one but devotees can speak about the Lord. If we approach karmis, jnanis, yogis, or worldly teachers to hear something, they will only discuss Maya. They accept neither the Lord's eternal existence nor the fact that the Lord is eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. Such people consider both the Lord's incarnation and the spiritual master to be mortal beings. A spiritual master awards his surrendered disciples Krishna's holy name and the mantras in relation to Krishna. Krishna mantras are topmost. There is no mantra as powerful as a Krishna mantra. If we learn to chant this Krishna mantra perfectly, all our mental speculation will be destroyed. As long as we are considered our spiritual master an ordinary beings, we will not be able to understand the holy name's glories. We will not become spiritually successful if we consider Sri Chaitanya Deva ordinary human beings. Simply by the spiritual master mercy can we understand the glories of Sri Gaura Sundar and Vrajadam. The spiritual master has an eternal kunja on the shore of Sri Radha Kunda. There he has bound Krishna by the power of his service. Simply by his mercy, we can attain the shelter of Govardhan Hill. Govardhan Hill is another form of Krishna. If we are filled with mental speculation, we will see Govardhan only a stone mountain. But the place where Vrishabhanu's daughter enjoys her pastimes is not an ordinary place made of clay in this world. It is transcendental and decorated with spiritual gems. It is by our spiritual master mercy that we can aspire to attain the intimate service of Sri Radha Madhava. All our inauspiciousness is destroyed and our auspiciousness created simply by the spiritual master mercy. It is impossible to know Krishna either by sinful endeavor or worldly morality. We can understand him only through pure devotional service. It is possible to learn to practice this pure devotion only by the spiritual master mercy. Krishna Katha is certainly an invaluable asset. Actually, it is the only asset as we attempt to progress to the path leading to Goloka. Krishna Katha is non-different from Krishna himself. Any topic not related to Krishna is actually useless. Therefore, Krishna Katha should be preached extensively in this world. We can hear topics about Krishna or Vaikuntha from the lotus mouth of spiritual master who is a resident of Vraja. At present, we spend our time thinking about our body, which is a bag of bones and flesh, and have given up topics of Krishna. Therefore, we identify with material objects and don't attain self-realization. He was calling up. So we have to stop here. Jai Shri Guru Maharaj ki jai, Jai Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Shri Muni Maharaj ki jai, Shri Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol Vancha Kalpatrubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo.